Fine people of Equitable, what is happening? The Pool Boys are back with your Week 11 recap. That's right, there's only 2 more weeks left in this season. It's still anybody's ball game, but you've got to make your moves now. So, let's take a look at some storylines from college football this week.
Oh, here we go. Here goes R.J. Harvey. Take it off. Harvey inside the 20. 92 yards. Corum with a hole down the sideline. Gonna get there. Blake the Great. Touchdown Wolverines.
Bunch of single tackles, pretty fun.
Perfect pass to Stoops. To the end zone for Nesbitt again. He caught it. Pressure coming. Loftus throws. Looking end zone. It's caught. Jordan. They're going to hand to Coleman. No, throwing to the end zone and caught. That's more. Time to tie the game. Throws. End zone. No.
Hey, Kemp, did you hear about anything going on with Michigan or like the state of Michigan recently?
State of
couldn't
Michigan.
remember.
Is that the video about the squirrel water skiing? Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe.
That is
was
awesome.
a spectacular video. But the biggest news going on here, because let's be honest, the University of Michigan is the only news in this state. Of course, the big news saying that Jim Harbaugh is suspended for the last 3 regular season games by the Big Ten. Kind of an unprecedented announcement by this conference. Who knows what the heck is going on? It's a mess. It's a crap show. But Jim Harbaugh not on the sidelines for Penn State versus Michigan. Wild.
Didn't necessarily matter, but speaking of that game, did you see your boy, Big Game James, coming out with a trick play for a 2-point conversion? The old swinging gate, bring all the linemen out to the side, confuse the defense. Didn't work at all.
Shocking.
I always watch that play and I'm like, why are you guarding the linemen? Like they can't catch the ball. Like just move your entire 11-man defense in front of the quarterback and just swarm him as soon as they hike it.
Big Game James is playing chess while everyone's actually inside doing work. So
that's true.
That's what he's working with here.
Everyone's playing football. He's playing chess.
Yes. Moving on from that debacle, USC falls once again, this time getting crushed by Oregon. So Caleb Williams won the Heisman last year. It looks like Bo Nix might win it this year. He had a spectacular game. Watch out for them Ducks.
Them Ducks. Quack, quack. We tried to get Jimbo Fisher to come on to the video today, but he's so rich, he's swimming in his piles of gold. How about a $77 million buyout for getting fired? What? I've never gotten $1 for getting fired. So, and I've been fired a lot. So come on, $77 million?
Yeah. I just picture Scrooge McDuck in his money bin. I just see Jimbo Fisher just jumping in, just swimming through this firing money. Even on a win, gets fired. Spectacular.
Laughing to the bank. That's what they call that.
My goodness. Now
all right, let's take a look at your leaderboard now.
All right, so let's take a look at said leaderboard, shall we? Coming in the number 1 spot is Morval. That's right, he is still there with 145 points. Then we got a tie for second. You know how I stand on ties. I don't like them. But we got Japak. And we got Drew Caitlin coming in with 142 points. Then another tie at 4th. We got Tom Prison, Mike Hippler, who must have dropped the soap because he seems to be dropping down the rankings a little bit with 140 points, and Coleman Cruz with 140. Then we got Purple Pounder sitting with 6, 139 points. Then another tie. In 7th, David Patchko and Will Webster both have 138 points. Coming in at 9th, we got Knoxville Know-It-All with 137. And finally, rounding out your top 10 for Week 11, Seth Good, 136 points. Let's go.
Let's go. There's starting to be a little bit of separation here. I don't know. This thing used to be pretty clumped up together. We'll see what happens. But in honor of that, our first badge is the Stiff Arm badge. This one goes out to Morval, who notched another W this week with 15 correct picks. Woo. It was a 4-way tie for first place, but Morval was up there, and this created a little bit of separation between him and the rest of the pack. He's now got a 3-game lead over second place, stiff-arming the competition. Looks like our local hero, Derrick Henry, just crushing people in the face. Great stiff arm by Morval. I don't know, maybe he's trying to run away with this thing. Somebody's got to catch him.
Puns running away. Derrick Henry with the stiff arms. Got to catch him. I just love the puns. You are on your pun game, my friend. Keep it
Fantastic.
up. You know what? Let's keep rolling with the puns because our next badge is a dual badge. That's right, 2 badges for the price of 1 because this week we had the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers and the UCF Knights both playing matchups. And unfortunately, for a few of you, or actually for one of you, you guys had a rough night. That's right, Purple Pounder, you picked these games both wrong. You know, so you've had Rutgers going, you had the UCF Knights going, you picked both winners incorrectly, so pretty rough night for you. I don't know if you were kind of passed out with a monkey or whatever it may be, just not a great look.
What happened?
And then on the flip side, we had one person who correctly picked both of these night games. That's right, give it up to one Underdoors. I mean, I guess the Commodores have a sword themselves, so maybe it gave him an advantage. So hey, you just got the old monarch himself putting that sword right on your shoulder. Just be careful, don't move. We don't want to clip your ear or the hair. But congratulations to both our knighted and rough night winners. Well done.
And also congratulations to you on another good night pun with dual badges. I see what you did there.
We're just rolling.
We were rolling. I, for one, never liked it, like seeing those monarchs as old, shaky people with a sword trying to. I would not want them tapping me on the shoulder with that thing. I feel like I'm this close to just getting completely sliced in half. I don't know.
I just love that some people. I love that Liam Neeson, I think, is a knight. Obviously, you got Elton John is a knight.
Elton John.
I might have made up the Liam Neeson thing, but definitely Sean Connery, I believe. And did you know they just knighted a penguin? I don't know if this was recent news, but while Googling knighting, I saw a penguin got knighted, so it was pretty cool.
Was it an emperor penguin?
Oh my god!
We're just
stop the video.
Anyway.
We're done. This was spectacular.
We're done. It's been great, guys. See you later.
Great.
Anyway, we do have to issue a couple of technical fouls. We are teeing some people up this week because there were 3 Tech games this week. Texas Tech beat Kansas, Georgia Tech lost to Clemson, and then Virginia Tech beat Boston College. So you guys struggled with some of these. Some of these folks struggled with these games. You missed at least 2 of these games. Will Webster, Drew Kalen, Underdoors, Wisefall, Knoxville Know-It-All, Jack, Ben Mellon, Coleman Cruz, the Waterboy, Purple Pounder, struggling with the Tech games. We're going to have to tee you up. Maybe throw a chair across the floor, a la Bobby Knight, R.I.P.
2-shot technical against the bench and against Bob Knight. Steve Reed, an excellent free throw shooter, will have the honors shooting the technicals. Looky here, looky here. Bobby Knight just threw his chair.
But technical foul. You've been teed up.
You can tell this is unscripted because there was no way a Bobby Knight reference for RIP was scripted for that coming in. Well played. Way to get that in there. All right. And finally, our last badge is going out to those is actually called our SEC badge. So no, not the Southeastern Conference, but you struggled with every choice in said conference. So that's right. There were 3 big SEC games that we had picked this week. You had Tennessee and Missouri, Arkansas and Auburn, and Ole Miss and Georgia. And Mitchell, unfortunately, you got all 3 of these picks incorrect. So you really struggled, my man. I mean, they say the SEC is the toughest conference in the country, but it shouldn't be that hard to pick. So you just, you're just sitting there in the stands going, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. You're really struggling with every choice, SEC.
Is that you in that picture, Mitchell? Be honest. Is that you in your Arkansas polo? Just thinking, why did I take Arkansas? Why did I take Arkansas? Why did I pick Ole Miss to beat Georgia? What are you thinking?
Dogs.
Come on, man. Come on. Be better.
So Equitable, that's right. 11 weeks are down in the book, so only 2 weeks left to go. Leaderboard is still up there. Morval might have the lead right now, but there's still a chance. But it's most important to make your picks so you can make your moves because only 2 weeks to go. And so the next time you see these 2 beautiful faces, we're going to be crowning a champion of your pool. So get your picks in, make them wisely, and until next time, the Pool Boys are